Okay, I'm going to go ahead and admit everybody in, and then after that, you want me to admit in Ms. Body, correct?
That's correct. And then we'll take the juvenile, and then I'll try to take them in the order you gave them to me.
Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and admit everybody in to start with.
Does it show, Amanda, that we have everyone on?
Not quite. There's two more that just got in the waiting room. Let's see. I also have, did you want the names now, Judge, or do you want them as we pull them in?
Yes, some additional folks.
Yes, sir.
If you have, go ahead and I'll try to get those two.
Okay. One of them we might need to email to you. I think she was a reset for today is Natalie Shaw.
Yeah, well, just go ahead and send that to me and then tell me the other one that we had for today.
Okay. And then we have, let's see, two more in the waiting room. I'm not sure if they're on the docket. Jacob Flores and an Alana Nichols.
Jacob Flores,
Okay. Is the initial arraignment?
reset.
Reset. Okay. So yeah, he's going to be a reset.
What was the other name?
And then Alana Nichols.
Nichols.
I have a
If
one,
she's initial arraignment, you should have two cover sheets.
two cases on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Your audio is going to cut out.
Yeah, I have Nichols. What was the other person?
The other one is Jacob Flores, and he should be a reset for today.
I have Jacob. And we'll come back to the others a little bit later.
Give me just a second, I gotta scan him some cover sheets.
And I just had a Matthew Davidson.
Davidson, I think, yes, initial arraignment. That's a juvenile as well, to dramatics.
Okay.
All right, I have Matthew also. That's another juvenile.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll put him at the top also.
I think we have to, I don't think he does. You didn't have anything for Shaw, correct, Judge?
I did not.
Oh, she is?
Mhm. She's a reset.
Oh, Shamika said she was on the docket for as a reset.
Under Shaw?
Yes, sir.
All
SHA.
right, well, I'll take a look real quick. I have it, Natalie.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get the court cranked up. These other
Yes,
folks,
sir.
it's after 9 o'clock. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cuero Municipal Court. Thanks for bearing with us. Still little things continue to work out. We're doing this remote appearances, so I appreciate your patience. What we'll do this morning is you will all be hearing what I'm saying in the cases that I'm hearing at the time, because that's what the law requires. Your particular case, your communication with the court will be at the time that we call your case. So right now you're strictly in a mode of listening to us. This remote proceeding that we have is no different than the same in live and court appearances. When I call your case, I'll ask you whether you understand the charge after I read or explain it to you. You then be asked to enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, that means that you are not going to contest the charges, and then we'll go to the next stage of making some type of disposition. If you enter a plea of not guilty, that means you're contesting it, and then I will explain to you what we call a pretrial proceeding, which gives you an opportunity to explain your situation to the prosecutor. I'm not part of that because I may be the one that be listening to the evidence upon your trial if you choose not to go with a jury. If you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, folks, this is a people's court. I've said this for hopefully as long as I've been sitting on the bench. If there's something you have to say, I want to hear it. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to take it into consideration in making a disposition in your case. So please don't hesitate to talk with me, ask questions. Again, when it's your turn, if there's something you're not understanding about what I've said, again, don't hesitate and to ask, and we're going to try our best to answer it so that you do understand. And with that said, let's go ahead and bring in Tammy Body. Tammy was set for last week. Let me visit with her just a minute. I don't think this is going to take very long. Tammy, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good. I understand you tried to get in last week with our pretrial, and you had some difficulties, and then you came back this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
All right. So what I understand, you previously entered a plea of not guilty. What we're going to do, unless you tell me otherwise, is we're going to reset your pretrial to the 25th. That's when the prosecutor will be holding pretrials with the rest of the folks that pled not guilty for this particular month's session. Is that going to be okay with you?
Is there any way I can go? Well, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Go ahead and ask what you're going to ask.
Because I work nights now, and so this is I'm kind of half awake. I just wanted to know, if I plead guilty, is it a fine, or what will happen if I plead guilty to it?
Yes, ma'am. If you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, I will set a fine within the range that's allowed under the law.
Yeah, and well, I want to go ahead. Just because I'm a travel CNA and my schedule is, I'm supposed to be at work right now. And so I don't want to miss court, but I don't want to miss work either. And so I just want to.
I understand. That's it puts you between the rock and the hard spot, as we might say. It's hard to do both. Well, if you want to change your plea, that's totally your call. Okay, I can understand what you're telling me, but I can't help you make that decision. That's what you have to do on your own. It's your constitutional right.
Yes, and I want to pay whatever I have to pay, so I can go ahead and get it over with, sir.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to change your plea from not guilty to guilty. And there's going to be a $500 fine and court costs. It's a total of $581. And how long you think you need to pay that?
This is March. Can you give me like 60 days to pay it?
Yes, I can. Now, with going over 30 days, there's an additional $15 that the state requires that I collect. So it's a total of $596. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and give you 60 days to get that done. That work for you?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, you got 60 days. Good luck to you, and thank you for trying to get back and getting back with us this morning. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good day, Matthew. I'm sorry, Maddox Montalvo. Good morning, Maddox. How are you?
Okay, I think it's good now. Is he good?
Are you there? All right, good.
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, you have a mother, father, guardian with you?
Right
Yes.
here.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
I'm just fine.
All right, well, the law requires a parent or a guardian to be present because of
Yes,
his
sir.
age. So, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that.
No problem. Not a problem at all.
All right, now what I have in front of me, I've got some documents to my right, so I'm looking at that. Apparently on February the 2nd, a complaint was filed against Maddox for disorderly conduct for fighting in public. That's what you're charged with. Now, do you understand this charge?
Yes, sir.
All right, now to this charge, you can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. How do you want to plead?
Guilty.
I'm
Guilty.
sorry?
Guilty. Can you hear me?
All right, tell me a little bit about what's going on this.
See, what happened was I was with a couple friends and we were sitting right there, and I used to chill with this guy named Sean, and then like I was playing around with him and I had called him like a punk or whatever, and then his homeboy called me out, but I wasn't gonna fight that day, and then like a couple of days later, we fought like across the street from the tennis court, and he said it's still 100 yards after the school grounds. It's still of like school property. I said I understand. So like we basically fought because he called me out or whatever, and yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. Mom, what have you done about this?
Oh my Jesus. I told him why did you do that? But he was telling me the boy was picking and picking and picking. And I said, just don't pay attention to him. Just leave it alone. But I guess he was picking and picking in front of all the friends or whatever. And so they fought about it. And I was like, now look at all this money that we're going to have to pay for a fine. I said, now do you understand? But yeah, now he's grounded for a long, long time right now. He's not allowed to do anything.
Well, you know, Max, you're not going to agree with this, but I appreciate it when I ask parents, and I get the kind of response that I got from you, Mom. I think that's very helpful. I think in a way, as a parent, you're probably doing more for his future and for what's right and wrong than perhaps their community. So here's the thing. I will set a fine. I'm gonna set some conditions, but let's understand one thing. In my court, parents don't pay fines. Parents didn't do the deal, didn't do the act. Max, it's gonna be up to you. But I'm going to also give you a chance. I'm going to set a fine of $300 in court costs. It's a total of $381, but I'm going to put you on probation for 6 months. It's called deferred. It's a technical legal word. Here's the deal. This may have been one of a time event. I hope it was. Hope you realize it's not the thing to do. Maybe kind of dumb. But during the next 6 months, if you prove that to me, to your mother, most of all to yourself, that this isn't the kind of activity, the kind of life you want to participate in. And when you and I visit again in 6 months and you show me and tell me that there hadn't been any other problems, I'm going to take this fine of $300 and I'm going to reduce it to the minimum. My goal here in these cases is not to collect money, but so that you understand what the consequences were of breaking the law, and more importantly, give you a chance to say, hey, I screwed up, but I'm getting myself straight. You with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's what it's going to be. We'll send you guys some paperwork to fill out, and I'll give you a date 6 months from now, and you and I we may be doing it like this. We may be in person. I don't know. No one knows at this point.
Oh, so, I know with this Corona, I know. Oh,
Yeah, but in a way, and I say this every time I hold court, for those of y'all that live there in Cuero, it's not as big an inconvenience. It still means getting up and having to come down City Hall, where this is always a little bit better, and particularly the folks from out of town, it really saves them some travel.
yes.
And I really think
Yes.
I may just continue doing it that way because these are most of these traffic violations are a little skirmish like we have here with Maddox, and it takes a lot out of people's lives. It's just like the lady I started with this morning. She is at work, and that's what we want. We want people employed and then having to take off. So we're trying to do whatever we can to make it less troublesome.
Easy.
So,
Yes. Make it a little bit easier on everybody, actually.
all right, folks. Well, y'all, thank y'all, and Maddox, good luck to you. And hopefully, when you and I talk in 6 months, we're going to be looking at the court costs and $1 fine. That ought to be an incentive. You got me?
Oh.
Yes, sir.
All
Okay,
right.
so you're gonna send the paperwork to our house, to the
Yes.
address here?
Let me see if we got it right. 1622 South Gully Road. I think we lost y'all.
Oh,
Yes, that's the correct
Okay.
address.
All right. That's where we'll get it to you then. Thank y'all.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Let me
sir.
have Matthew Davison.
So you can hang up now.
um,
We have Matthew.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. The Zoom is
Yeah.
acting up today. Let's see. Here we go.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. How are y'all today?
Oh, good.
Doing okay.
All right, Matthew. You're Matthew's mom.
I am.
All right. Well, I don't know if you heard when I was talking with Maddox, his mother. The reason you've been asked to be here is because he's under the legal age to be in court by himself, and a parent or a guardian is required. So thank you for coming in.
Yes, sir.
All right. What I have in front of me, I'm guessing this may be a companion case with Maddox. Am I right, Matthew? Somehow or another, I had that feeling. All right, you've been filed on for disorderly conduct. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
All right, to the charge, guilty, not guilty, no contest. How do you want to plead?
No contest.
All right, no contest. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to do the same with you as I did with Maddox. $381, 6 months probation. Deferred is what they legally call it. If no problems, reduce it down to $1 after that period of time.
Yes,
What do you
sir.
think about that?
Appreciate it, sir.
All right. Well, hopefully, as I told Matthew, Maddox, you don't have to sit here and listen to the story again. I'm sure you heard it a while ago. If you didn't, I'll be glad to repeat it. Our goal in handling these matters in this way, it's not to go ahead and collect money. It's not about a big fine. It's about you guys understanding that, hey, you messed up, and give you a chance to make sure you don't want to do it again and correct it. And after 6 months, we can have a conversation and hopefully get this matter down to the state minimum. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, Mom, you got anything else to say or put on it?
No, just as the other parent, he's been talked to and we are dealing with it. He's been grounded and such, and we appreciate what y'all are doing.
Well, thank you as a parent. It looks like we have two fine young men there, and maybe in some ways they're doing what young men do. I don't know. We all were there at some point in time. Some of us, speaking when you're looking at me, that was more and more years ago than I care to remember now. But anyway, it's part of growing up. My philosophy is give you a chance. And let's don't make it a way of life. All right. Thank you, folks. And thank y'all for coming in. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Let's talk with Matthew Guerrero.
They're supposed to take us off.
Mr. Guerrero. Matthew,
Hello?
are you there?
Yes, sir, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Sure can. Yeah, thanks for working with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What I have here is I have a charge here. It says on January the 20th, you failed to yield at an intersection. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir, I do understand that.
All right. Now, to that charge, you can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. How do you want to plead this morning?
No contest, sir.
All right. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'll set a fine of $75. The court costs are $134. That means it's a total of $209. How much time you need to pay that?
How much, as much time as you can give me, sir. You know, it's been kind of hard on me,
Well,
but you know, everybody got to get paid.
right. Well, here's the deal. If you get it paid within 30 days, then it's 209. If you got to go over 30 days, the state requires me to collect another fee. So if you can do it in 30 days, it's going to save you $15. Can you get
I
it
believe
done?
I can.
All
Yes,
right.
sir, I believe so.
All right, here's the deal. You
Yes,
have trouble. You have trouble getting that done within 30 days. You get on the machine like you did this morning, zoom in, and we'll talk with you and see if we can get you some more time.
Yes, sir, but I'm gonna try to get it done, sir.
Good deal. You do that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, boss.
All right, take care.
Yes, sir.
All right, Amanda, let me speak with Joe Juarez.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and,
Hey, Robert.
okay, here we go.
Hello?
Mr. Juarez,
Yes, sir.
good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine. You?
Good, good. I have a charge here. It's alleged speeding in a school zone of 44 and a 25. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
All right, to that charge, you can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. How do you want to plead?
If I plead guilty right now, I could help you get this paid for, right? Like I said, payment plan to get it paid out the way.
I'll work with you on a plan, sure. We try to do that with everybody.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Just guilty, I guess.
Okay, all right. Let me add up. What makes this a little bit more is the fact that's in a school zone.
Right.
All right, the total is 254. So you're gonna need more than 30 days?
Yes, sir, if you don't mind.
How much time you think you need?
60?
Did you say 60?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a total of 269 with that added fee, but you're gonna have 60 days to get it done. Again, if you have a problem with that, come talk to us like we're doing this morning, and we'll work with you, believe me.
Where would I send the money to? Just go down to the city hall?
You can do that. If you want to, you can go online and pull up the, Google City of Cuero. And when you do that, it'll show departments and go to municipal court, type in your date of birth. That should bring up your particular matter, and that way you can pay that way. Or if you want to go down, you can still go down in person and pay. We discourage that simply for the fact that, this, even though we had some restrictions removed from the governor yesterday, are going to be effective next Wednesday, we're still, I don't think any of us know exactly where this is going. So if there's any way you could possibly either mail it or go online, I suggest that you might try that.
All right, that'll be fine.
All right, you take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have Joe Bedford.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. How are you today?
All right. How are you, sir?
All right. I'm looking at a speeding alleged 55 in a 40. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's talk about how do you want to plead to that? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
All right. All right, we've got 5 miles an hour. That's $75 plus the court cost. Looks like you're looking at 209, Joe. How much time you need to get that paid?
I was trying to, well, you said if I have 30 days to pay it.
Give you 30 days. And again, like I've been telling the other folks, if you run into a problem during that period of time, get back with us and we'll talk about it. And if you need more time, I can assure you I'm going to allow you more time.
What's the mailing address to there where I could mail it in? Because I tried doing that payment online like the last time, but I don't know. Y'all.
Okay, all right. Amanda, can you give him the P.O. box?
Yes, sir. Mailing address, and it would need to be a money order. It's going to be P.O. Box 660, and then Cuero, Texas 77954.
954.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right. All right, we have Ruben Gomez.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing all right.
All right. Well, I'm looking at a alleged speeding of 30 into 20. Is that what you understand as to why you're in court?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. To that charge, you guilty, not guilty, or no contest. How do you want to plead?
Guilty.
All right. Looks like it's going to be court costs and a fine 209. Get that done in 30 days.
I don't think that's possible, boss. I think it'd be about 60 days because I'm the only one that works, supporting my family. And I think it's about 60 days would be good.
All right. Now, I'm assuming you heard what I said before to the other folks, but I'll say it to you. Because we're going over 30 days, the law requires that I add another 15. So it's going to be 224, but you got your 60 days. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tyler Rivera.
Yeah,
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. I'm looking at a speeding charge, alleged 60 into 50. You understand why you're in court?
Yeah, I understand.
All right. Guilty, not guilty, no contest.
Guilty.
All right, you got a total of $204. You get that done within 30 days?
Yeah.
All right, you want to go online and pay it since you're down in Victoria, you can do that. Or you can mail it in. If you mail it in, just make sure it's a money order, cashier's check, no personal checks and no cash. Okay?
Okay.
Thank
You said
sir.
it was 204?
Yes,
How much was it? 204?
yes. You had a $50 fine. You had a $50 fine in court costs. Let me look at that again. It's not right. 184. 184.
Total?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Darlene Butler.
Bye.
Ms. Butler, good morning.
Morning.
I'm looking at a alleged speeding of 46 and a 35. Is that your understanding as to why you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right, to that charge, you can plead guilty, not guilty, no contest. How do you want to plead?
I want to plead guilty, but I'm about to open a business in Cuero, and now I have commercial insurance, and I was wanting to know if I could do deferred adjudication, or, I mean, I can pay the fine. It's just that my insurance is
I understand. I
commercial.
understand. we have a lot of people in your situation for different reasons, and I understand that, and I grant deferred quite often.
Great.
What I want you to understand, and everyone else in the courtroom this morning, is that when we do the deferred, there is a special expense fee that is higher than what the fine is. And
Yes, sir.
I mean, I think you can understand the reason part, because if you're successful with the deferred, it doesn't affect your driving record. It doesn't affect your insurance. So in your case, it would be a $200 fine plus court costs of $334. And that would be, then you'd have 6 months deferred or 6 months probation, informal probation. You don't have any fees or report anywhere. And if you don't have any other convictions during that period of time, then at the end of that point in time, when the special expense fee and the court costs are paid, I go ahead and enter an order of dismissal. Is that what you want to do?
That'd be great.
All right. Let me make a note here of 6 months. And you can get that paid, pay it during that period of time. Understand about opening up new business, and what kind of business you going to have over here with us?
It's an oil field supply. Excuse
Oh,
me.
good.
Oil field supply.
Well, hopefully, hopefully things are going to start coming back. So hopefully that'd be good for your business and good for the restaurants in town and other
Everybody,
things.
yes.
So never know. Okay. Any other questions, Ms. Butler?
No, what is the total, sir? So I can go ahead and pay it?
334.
334 is the total?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye. James Salas.
Yes, sir.
There you are. Good morning. James, I can see you, but I'm not hearing you.
Okay, we're trying to fix that now. What about now?
Yeah, I can. You're really distant. You might try getting a little closer to the screen.
All right.
All right, I can hear you a little bit. We're gonna try it, James, to see if we can get through with this thing. I've got a charge here. Says driving while license suspended or invalid. Do you understand this charge?
Yes, sir.
All right, to this charge, you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. How do you want to plead?
No contest. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it.
Well, what's the reason your license is suspended?
Well, it goes back a ways, but when I got out of prison, about 10 years ago, I discharged and everything, and I was doing good, and I never did I always use my prison ID, but to cash checks or whatever. So it just ran it. It was already, 2 years over. So I had to take my test again or whatever, but
right,
it just started getting more and more work and doing things, and I don't. It's just crazy. I should have had them, but I don't, and it's been 10 years and I still don't.
I got you. I got you. All right, James, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and set a fine of $200 in court costs. It's gonna be a total of $281, but I'm not gonna make a conviction. I'm gonna defer it for 6 months, which means that should give you a chance to get your license during that period in time. But the important part is that today's proceeding is not going to result in a conviction, so it should not affect you getting reinstated. I know you got to take the test all over and all that. So that's what we're going to do. How much time you need to get this paid?
What is it? 290?
281.
281. How many? A couple of months?
All right, I'll give you 60 days. It'll be 296 with the extra cost, but we'll give you 60 days If you want to take a little bit longer, that's fine too, since you're going to be on deferred. Get those license.
Yes, sir. I need to. I've gotten help from the DA up in the second court. He's helping me. But I wanted to ask you something. I know I got some more fines, I believe, with you, and I don't know if I do, if we can run them all together and just start paying on the whole thing, or I mean.
Well, that's the only thing I have for today. What we can do is we can check, pull everything we have, and then send you a notice so that you and I can talk again like we're doing today, maybe in a week or so. Amanda, could you check on that, please? And then we'll get a notice to Mr. Salas.
Yes, sir.
All right, James,
Thank
that'll do it for today. But we'll get all that together so we can get you squared away with us.
With the surcharge, I'm trying to get all that taken care of.
Sounds like you are. I wish you good luck. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We have Miss Nichols. Few cases on Miss Nichols.
I'm going to try something real quick, Judge. This Zoom has been acting kind of goofy. Let me see if this works. No, that didn't work either. Okay, well, I was trying to get it to how we've had it before, but it's just not working for me.
Okay. Well, Miss Nichols.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. My clerk was trying something else, but I think we succeeded. We got you in the courtroom, so we're going to go ahead and proceed. So she did a good job. Anyway, what I have this morning is I have a speeding, 41 and a 30, and then no insurance. Do you understand that as being the reason you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now on the speeding, guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
All right. That's 11 miles over, it looks like. So you got $189 on that one. Now talk to me about the insurance. What's the story on that?
Well, I'm kind of like in a bind, living paycheck to paycheck. I'm a single mother and it is kind of expensive due to my age. And I'm trying to get insurance. I was kind of hoping to wait a little bit because I'm going to get a new vehicle. So I was going to get new insurance on that vehicle. But I guess since this is my second time getting stopped for no insurance, I'm gonna go ahead and put insurance on this vehicle because I do travel out of town to work. I travel to Victoria to work, so I'm gonna need that insurance.
Yeah, that's right.
But as soon as I can, I'm gonna get it. I just need 30 days.
All right, you want to plead guilty to that? No contest? Which one?
Guilty.
All right, Ms. Nichols, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a fine of $200 in court costs. It's going to be a total of $281. I'm going to put you on deferred, which is a probation. And here's what we're going to do. You're going to get that insurance and you're going to keep it in effect. And at the end of this period of time, you're going to provide me proof when we meet again, either like we're doing this morning or there in the courtroom. And if you show me that you have in fact paid for 6 months of premiums, I will consider reducing this fine. I'm more concerned with you getting the insurance, protecting yourself, protecting everybody else on the road than I'm concerned about paying the fine. However, I've got to do something to get you to comply and get you to get this thing insured. So that's the deal that we're gonna do this morning. So now, with you being a single mom and times are tough, on this first one, on the $189, how much time you need to get it paid?
30 days.
All right. So what we're doing is you're going to pay that speeding in 30 days. And then this other one, we're gonna look at it in 6 months from now. We'll give you a notice when to be back, and you make sure that you have your proof of insurance, and you make sure you have your proof of payments when you and I visit then. Understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, thank you very much. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Jacob Flores. Morning, Jacob.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm looking at some notes here I wrote, I guess, from last time. You had the expired operator's license, and then you were supposed to send proof in along with a compliance fee. Our records at the courthouse show that neither one has been sent in. So what's the deal?
Yeah, it's not for lack of trying. So when I went to the DPS office after I left court the first time and then talked to you the second time, they gave me a list of the documents that I needed to have. Birth certificate, some sort of mail that was sent to my address twice, and then 2 secondary types of identification, one of which could either be like a cell phone bill and the other one could be some sort of utility. I pay rent at the house that I'm at, and my cell phone's paid through for my company, so I don't get any of those 2 things. I did have my tax return, bank records with my address and everything on it, and my birth certificate. When I got there, since I was missing the other 2 forms of ID, or at least one of the secondary forms of ID, they still wouldn't take it. So I had my Texas state ID, all 3 of those other things. And now I'm in the process of just getting my cell phone turned off for my company and just having them paid so I can at least get AT&T to just say, look, I'm paying a bill here. This is my last one. But I think you've given me a fair about enough of time, and I can't expect the court to keep doing this whenever DPS is kind of still giving me the runaround. So I've quit driving. I don't want to put anybody at risk. So I've just been taking a cab to and back and from work because I'm not traveling out of town anywhere, at least not like I used to be. So that's where I'm at. I've gotten all the paperwork I thought I could get, and they said it's not enough. So if I had like some sort of a water bill, cool, but I don't because I pay rent and everything's included at the house.
Well, I can understand you completely when you talk to me about the problems with DPS. You know, they know how they want to run things, and they run them how they want to when they're there and if they're there. And then it also sometimes depends on who you deal with. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm still more concerned about you getting this license than I am about collecting a fine.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna try to reset it one more time, Jacob.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. This time I'm gonna do to 5/26, which is May the 26th. But that's gonna be about it. Otherwise,
yeah, I completely understand. If I can't get the secondary forms, I understand. I'm trying my best to do it. I've got
sound like you are. Sound like
Yeah.
you are. So anyway, all right, we'll do it to then.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
You too.
Let's talk with Ms. Shaw about the litter.
Yes, sir. And we also have code enforcement as well, if you need him there to have questions.
Whenever I get to that, let me see. We got Ms. Shaw. I guess that's the one we're talking about. And then we have Mr. Flores on a compliance. All right. Ms. Shaw?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm tired, but I'm okay.
All right, I'm looking at, I'm trying to go back over my notes. Looks like
Yes,
we had a January the 4th violation of city ordinance for failure to remove litter.
Yes, sir.
And get it cleared up within 30 days, and then I reset it for today.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And I have been doing my very best at it. I don't have transportation, and we are moving to Victoria. So I've been between getting that place set up and coming back over here, packing things. I've done a lot, but I'm still not there yet. We plan on being off of the property by March 29th.
We have somebody from code enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. How you been?
Pretty good, sir.
What do we got on this deal?
Well, Jamie started this citation process, and we try to give her enough time to clean it up, but it just keeps on looking bad all the time. So I'm actually here at the location, and it's still looking bad.
I've started pulling stuff out, and I've got piles and stuff that's being moved. I'm just waiting on the trailer to get here. It's supposed to be here either this afternoon or in the morning to start moving the stuff out of here.
This has been ongoing for at least more than 6 months, Your Honor. So.
And it has been, and I agree with that. And I'm trying my best with no transportation to get this stuff done.
Well, it looks to me that this has been going on for 6 months and nothing's been done until this citation was issued on January the 4th, Ms. Shaw.
Actually, I had been working on it, but I had to take off to go get this. We're moving to a fifth wheel trailer, and I had to get the property ready as well for that so we can move. So and I also caregive for the guy that stays with me. So I am doing everything I possibly can with what means I have. It's not, I mean, I'm at the property as well.
I'm talking now. It doesn't sound like anything's really been done.
Yes, sir, it has been.
We're gonna reset this to next Wednesday. I expect some substantial progress. We're gonna keep resetting it to Wednesdays until you get this mess cleared up. Now, I don't care whether you're moving to Victoria or wherever you're moving to. The violation occurred within the city of Cuero. That's an obligation you have, and let's get it done.
Sir. Yes,
I think these are not. I don't have a lot of substance in accepting your excuses. I don't find them very, very worthy.
Okay,
so
I understand that, sir.
Let's get it done. We will talk again next Wednesday.
And once the trailer gets here,
code enforcement, will you go ahead and have me some pictures? If you would, since you're out there, will you take a picture today? And then if you or the other officer is working next Wednesday, take me a picture of the same thing. I want to see what's been done.
Yes, sir.
As soon as the trailer gets here, there's going to be a big difference today.
Take up floors.
What do I do now?
Pick up floors.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, I think you've already seen Mr. Flores.
Did I have? I got it sent over. I guess. All right. Who else do we? If we
Okay.
take.
We have a Cassandra Perez and a Brandy Douglas. And those are the only two we have left. Ooh, I'm sorry, Judge, we couldn't hear you.
Cassandra from Yorktown.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then Miss Douglas.
And then Ms. Douglas is going to be an initial arraignment today as well.
Okay, who signed in first, Miss Douglas or Miss Perez?
I believe it was Perez.
Okay, let me visit with Cassandra.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. How are you today? Ms. Perez?
Let me see. It doesn't look like she has any audio. Let me see. Oh, here, maybe now. Let me ask her to unmute. Oh, not that one. God dog. Okay. I think, are we good? Okay, I think we should be good.
Ms. Perez, can you hear me? Well, we can't hear you, so we got something messed up with this Zoom.
Okay, she's right outside of City Hall, Judge. Shamika is going to go see if she can help her.
All right, let's talk then to
You
Brandy
want to talk
Douglas.
to Ms. Douglas?
Ms. Douglas, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. We ever get this modern technology working, I think it would go a lot faster for you folks instead of having to wait. But I don't know. I still have trouble turning mine on, so I'm not one to talk. I guess I shouldn't. What I have this morning, I have an expired license, operator's license charge against you. Is that what you understand is why you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right, to that charge, guilty, not guilty, no contest. How do you want to plead?
Guilty.
What's the story on not having a license?
Oh, I have children that like to be Houdini, and I had a whole lot of surcharges. When they dropped the surcharges in Austin, I hadn't been able to get my driver's license back. I know that I am able to. Right now, I'm not financially stable enough to do it. I do have 4 children. I'm a single mom, and I have a grandchild on the way this month. So it's been kind of rough.
Well, I hear what you're telling me. These are rough times for all of us. A lot of folks don't have jobs. But you know, the problem is in me understanding this is you got 4 kids and you got that grandbaby on the way, and you're gonna need to be driving and transporting and all that good stuff, and you need to have a license. I mean, and then to me, would you rather pay the city of the fine, or would you rather apply that to getting a driver's license?
I'd rather get the driver's license. I actually tried to get my driver's license a couple weeks before I got this ticket, and I overslept and missed my appointment. My fault completely. I do need to make another appointment and just go get it done.
Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to set a fine of $200 and $81 court costs. That's almost a $300 bill. I'm going to give you 6 months to get this done, but you're going to report back to me in 90 days and hopefully have a driver's license, or at least provide me proof that you are trying to get one. That means like a written application, fees paid. And if you get that done, I'm going to go ahead and then reduce this. My concern is not to get the money, it's to get a driver's license. But it looks like I need to get some kind of incentive under you to get out there and get it done. Now, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Making some notes here. We'll reduce that if you get the driver's license. 90 days, you and I will talk again and see where you are on progress you're making. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. What about Miss Perez? We make any progress with her?
Let me see. She's just right outside. Let me try it again. Okay, it's showing that she has audio.
All right, we'll ask her again. Miss Perez, can you hear us? Jamaica, were you able to make any contact with her?
Can y'all hear us?
Well, any thoughts on what we might want to try to do so we can take care of Ms. Perez?
Yes, Shamika went out there and she said that everything is on and they can hear us. We just can't hear them. So I don't know. I think she's going to see about maybe getting a computer set up real quick so that she can just come in the chambers to visit with you.
Right.
That's a preset. The total's 209. The preset fee is 75. Now I'm gonna get the computer real quick.
Okay, should take her just a moment, Judge. She's going to go to the office and get one of the other computers.
Okay.
You want to take a short recess? I don't know.
You bet. We'll take a short break.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ms. Perez, can you hear us now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Judge Schrader.
I think you were hearing us. We just couldn't hear you.
Yes, sir. I can hear y'all all the time, but I can hear you. Y'all can hear me.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging in there with us. We appreciate that.
It's okay.
What I have in front of me is I have a alleged citation or a citation for alleged violation of disregarding a traffic control device. You understand why you're in court?
Yes, and my husband were working out of town, and he told me to if I could to go to Cuero, and I came to Cuero to ask my grandson who can fix my truck, and I was headed back out. He told me the best man I know that fixes it is back out towards Yorktown, that little shop. And I stopped at the stop sign, but I rode past it. And the officer that gave me, I don't know what the ticket is because I just come from Ohio last night, and I opened my mail this morning and got y'all mail. So
Okay. All right. Well,
she
how you
told
want
me
to plead
just
to
to
this?
mention
Guilty,
you,
not guilty, or no
and
contest?
guilty, I guess, but I was going to get the brakes fixed. She told me to mention it to you, the officer that gave me the citation.
Okay.
She said to mention it to you when she gave me the citation. And I did go straight to the to fix my brakes that day. Because I was on my way. I just rode past the stop sign a little bit.
All right, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set a fine of $75 and court costs to be a total of $209, but I'm going to go ahead and what we call deferred. I'm going to defer it for 30 days, which means if you don't get any other convictions in the next 30 days, you'll pay the fine, but it won't go on your record. So that'll help your driving license, okay?
Okay.
All right,
So how
thank you,
much
ma'am.
Sir?
That'll just get it done within 30 days.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So do I have to pay you something today or?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 30
'Cause I
days to
didn't
get
quite
it
hear you.
paid. Get it paid within 30 days, $209.
75, 70,
Okay.
200 and what? 200
209.
and what? 209?
209. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Mhm.
All right, is that it, Amanda?
That is
Yeah.
it. Well,